It's beautiful to see you all. There is more room. Oh, we got people coming in. There's more room over here. It looks like we've got a wonderful group of people. Could you do that with your signs one more time? Yeah. Before we go on to the next steps, it's a wonderful thing having stairs as your stage. There's ups and there's downs. I want to change the mood for just a moment because I think as many of you know, there's reasons to celebrate today, there's reasons to resist, and there's reasons to mourn today. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge that Melissa Hortman and Mark Hortman in Minneapolis are no longer with us. And that John Hoffman and Yvette Hoffman are in the emergency room in the ICU in Minneapolis. And I want to take a few moments of silence, but I want to invite you to make this silence as active as singing "We Are the World." It's not a silence of complacence, it's not a silence of passivity, it's a silence of action, a silence of community, and a silence of commitment to taking care of each other. So if you could just put your head down for a second and just take a moment of silence. If you think you're hearing bells, you are. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And let's, as we go through today, keep in your minds, keep in your hearts all the other people who we've lost in struggles recent and in the past. And that's how we get here. And that's how we're here, able to take care of each other. Now to change the rhythm a little, I would like to introduce Sonic Allure, who is a trans activist, visual artist who serves their community by providing caregiving services to post-op trans and gender non-conforming patients. Sonic!
Good afternoon, Alameda! Doesn't it feel amazing to see how many fellow Alamedans are out here practicing their First Amendment rights? Are you ready to shout?
Ready my shot. Ready my
Say
shot.
it loud!
Okay.
Say it loud! Say it clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud! Say it clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud! Say it clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud! Say it clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Immigrants are welcome here.
Nice!
All right, nice job. Let's try another one here. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. This Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. This Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. This Trump regime has got to go. All right, nice work, everyone. Let's take it a little bit louder. When our Constitution is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When our Constitution is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When our Constitution is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When our Constitution is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. That's right, we're going to stand up and fight back and peacefully protest today. Thank you so much.
Sonic Allure! to get us placed in this place, to get us solidly on the ground that we're all standing on. I am very proud to have Gabriel Duncan, the founder of the Alameda Native History Project, here. Well, I got more to say, though. The Alameda Native History Project seeks to educate about local Native American history and advocate for indigenous representation in government and other institutions. Go again. Gabriel is recognized descendant of the Bento Paiute tribe and was born and raised where? Right here in Alameda. Gabriel Duncan.
Thank you. Hello. My name's Gabriel Duncan. I'm a recognized descendant of the Benton Paiute tribe in Benton, California. I'm here to deliver the official Muwekma Ohlone tribe land acknowledgement for this event. This gathering is taking place on the unceded ancestral territory of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. This land, like the rest of the East Bay, was never legally ceded. It appears in one of the 18 unratified federal treaties of 1851 and 1852. Those treaties promised land and protection to California's native peoples, but were hidden for over 50 years. The Muwekma Ohlone never received land. They were denied the recognition and rights that were promised. That injustice still stands. The city of Alameda sits within the historic tribal territory of the Chochenyo-speaking Ushiun, Yalkun, Yergin, Karkin, Ushian-Owasto, and Saklan people whose descendants are enrolled in the present-day Muwekma Ohlone tribe. This territory was brought under the mission system between 1776 and 1836 through Catholic and Spanish military campaigns that aimed to erase tribal identities and families, but Muwekma survived. Today, the Muwekma Ohlone tribe has over 600 enrolled members. They are the legal and genealogical descendants of the federally recognized Verona Band of Alameda County, a tribe recognized by the U.S. government in 1906, but illegally removed from the list of federally recognized tribes in 1927 without notice or due process. Muwekma means la gente, the people, in Chochenyo, the local dialect of the Ohlone language. It's not just a name, it's a living identity rooted in land, family, and ceremony. This region, what we now call Alameda, Oakland, and the greater East Bay, has always been a sacred cultural landscape. Mount Diablo, known in Chochenyo as Tuishtak, means at the dawn of time. For over 10,000 years, Muwekma ancestors lived here, held ceremonies here, and are buried here. They shaped the landscape through controlled burning, harvest practices, and trade networks stretching across California and beyond. The waters around us were once rich with estuaries and shellfish beds. There are documented Muwekma burial mounds and village sites right along these shores. And despite erasure and development, the descendants of those people never left. Alameda is not just Ohlone land, it is Muwekma land. This acknowledgement is not symbolic. It's a call to respect tribal sovereignty, support federal restoration, and end the practice of platforming individuals and organizations that claim Ohlone identity while erasing the real tribe that belongs here. Muwekma people are still here, fighting for recognition, protecting ancestral sites, revitalizing language and continuing traditions like the Kuksu ceremonies once practiced at sacred sites across this region. And like many California tribes, they've had to do this without a land base, while being treated as invisible. So today, we recognize that we are guests on Muwekma land. The Muwekma Ohlone tribe respectfully asks that everyone who lives, works, organizes, and resists here act as good stewards of their ancestral homeland. That means not only protecting water and habitat, but also telling the truth about whose land this is and who has the right to speak for it. Let's honor the ancestors by acknowledging the living tribe. Let's honor the land by learning its real history. Let's honor this moment by standing solidarity with all Muwekmush indigenous people as they fight to reverse centuries of colonial injustice. Aho!
Thank you, Gabe. Let's have another hand for Gabriel, please. I'm going to read one more sign. If there's money for a parade, there's money for Medicaid. And can we welcome folks who are over all the way in the CVS pharmacy parking lot over there?
Take over CVS.
It's great to have you all. And now I am thrilled to introduce Alameda's Poet Laureate, Kimi Sugioka. Kimi Sugioka.
Thank you for coming. Love you. Yes, they're fixing the mic.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. Thanks. So I just want to say one thing, that I was watching the movement, the Madman last night, and the people were saying that they didn't know what effect they had when they gathered in Washington by the millions. And then they found out later that they had a very strong effect on stopping the Vietnam War. So we have to have faith in ourselves and faith in what we're doing. So I have actually edited a Patti Smith song. Please forgive me, Patti Smith. It's called The People Have the Power, and I want you to sing the chorus with me, which is People Have the Power, sung 4 times in a row, like this. People. Now I can't do it, I'm too nervous. Okay, I'll just start at the beginning and you join me. I was dreaming in my dreaming of an aspect bright and fair, and my sleeping, it was broken, but my dream, it lingers near. The people have the power to redeem the work of fools. Upon the meek, the graces shower, it's decreed the people rule. Here we go. People have the power. People have the power. People have the power. People have the power. All the armies cease advancing because the people have their ear. The civilians and the soldiers exchange visions beneath the stars. I was dreaming in my dream, and God knows a purer view. As I lay down in my sleeping, I commit this dream to you. the power to rule, to wrestle the world from fools. It's decreed the people rule. It's decreed the people rule. I believe everything we dream can come to pass through our union. We can turn the world around. We can churn the earth's revolution. And now, people have the power. People have the power. People have the power. People have the power to heal, to rule, to wrestle the world from fools. And one more time. People have the power. People have the power. People have the power. People have the power. Thank you for singing with me. We have the power. Now I'm introducing the chair of All Rise Alameda, the inimitable Mary Claire.
Sure. Okay, is this where I'm going? Put this in front of me. Is there any way to pull that up? Right there. Okay.
Glad you have an assistant today.
Okay. Hello, Alameda. Can you hear me? Whoa! Donald Trump has got to go.
Your assistant is in my shot. You're in my shot.
All right, let's send him on his way. So let's hear for Kimmy, and let's all honor the words of Gabriel Duncan. So thank you, and thank all of you for being here today to show the world that the President of the United States is not a king. One reason this National Day of Defiance is called No King's Day is because back in February, the official White House social media channel, they published a picture of the president. He was wearing a crown next to the words that said, "Long live the king." So this is the picture. Well, just as the people in the American Revolution said no to the King of England, we say no kings now. No kings then, no kings now. No kings then, no kings now. Okay, shut up. They're going to pull me off the stage, okay? Okay, so now in the tradition of Sinead O'Connor and Nancy Pelosi, I would like to say, here's what we say to the man who thinks he can do anything that he wants to and rule this country like a king, right? Thank you, thank you. All right, so as Kimmy said, I'm Mary Claire Blakeman Newman. I'm the chair of All Rise Alameda. I'm happy to be representing our group today. And All Rise Alameda is a all-volunteer local group. We work on practical political actions to support democracy. We've been together for 8 years. The first thing we did back in 2018 was to kick the Republicans out of the House of Representatives. And we're going to do it again in 2026. But between now and then, we all know there is plenty of work to do because our rights to reproductive health care have been taken away. Women are being arrested for having a miscarriage. The Southern Baptist Convention has announced just this week they're going to work to make gay marriage illegal again. And we all know our immigrant friends and neighbors are being disappeared out of our communities. So today, we are focusing, if you go to our table, All Rise Alameda over here, go to our table, you will get a lot more information about what you can do to make a difference. You can also take a social media picture with Lady Liberty over there, and you can get much more information about other actions at our website, www.allrisealameda.com. Okay, so now let me say a few more words before I get pulled off of here. We all know what we're up against with this illegal and unconstitutional president. And in times like these, it's helpful to remember what's happening today has been in the making for many, many, many years, okay? The radical right-wing reactionaries started the groundwork for Project 2025 at least 50 years ago. They have been relentless, we've got to be relentless. Okay, now much of this, what's happening today is being fueled by well-funded right-wing Christian organizations. As a Christian myself, I'm calling them out because what the Christian nationalists and the Christian dominionists are pushing is the destruction of our democracy. And I invite all of you, regardless of creed or no creed, that you call this out also, and you can support groups like Christians Against Christian Nationalism. So not only have these anti-democratic forces been chipping away at our freedoms for the past 50 years, they've been doing this for hundreds of years, let's face it, right? There have always been those at the top who want to have power and control over all the rest of us. But you know what else has happened in all those years? There were people who fight back, push back, resisted, and opposed. People like you. People like you. And people like my father, my uncles, my aunts, they all fought back and pushed back the fascists and the Nazis 80 years ago in World War II. And people like a ragtag Continental Army that 250 years ago today fought back and pushed back and opposed and said no to the King of England. They said no kings then, we say no kings now. Let me sign off by saying, no kings now, no kings now. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let me sign off by telling you what else those folks said back then to the king, and it's in the Declaration of Independence. This is what they said. The reason that he could no longer be the king over them is because he refused to follow the law. He obstructed the administration of justice. He tried to make the military superior to civil power. He cut off our trade with other parts of the world. He transported people beyond the seas to be tried for pretended offenses. And he set swarms of officers to harass our people. It's in the Declaration of Independence. Does that sound familiar? Sound like somebody that's in the White House now that thinks he's a king? We got rid of one king, we can get rid of a wannabe king. Let's do it. Let's do it. No kings, no crown. down. We the people won't back down. No kings, no crown. We the people won't back down. No kings, no crown. We the people won't back down. Thank you. And thank you, Robert Newman. Thank you. Thank you.
Give me some more batteries. Give me some more batteries. Oh, you're beautiful. Can I just hear it from the folks who are way over there in the other side of the island? Just cheer over there for us, would you? And how about the folks who are over here on the west end of the island? Can I have a cheer from you? And the folks right here in the middle, right in front here. Yes. I got to read a couple more signs here. Dreams are not illegal. And right up in front, the Third Reich. Turn that one around so everyone can see that. I have to say, Alameda's particularly good at the signs. You bring in the arts part. And now to keep going with the art part, first let me check. Folks who are way over there, could you raise your hand if you can hear? Beautiful. And the folks way over here, can you hear? I know you can hear. You're looking at me. I know you can hear. We now have the pleasure to introduce an Alameda-based singer-songwriter from Nicaragua, Nika Cura.
Hello. Wow, there's so many of you. This is amazing. So I wanted to share with you all a song that I learned many years ago when I was traveling in Italy. And it's a song of resistance that the people during World War II sang to, when the Nazis were invading. And they had this song and people would get together and sing it. And it's really crazy to think that it still holds true today, so many years later. So I'm gonna sing the version in Italian, and I've kind of improvised an English version. And if you can all sing along to the part that says, Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, that's the part that we can all sing along. A little louder. Una mattina mi son svegliata. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliata, ho trovato l'invaso. Oh, one fine morning I woke up early. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh, one fine morning I woke up early. And I saw ice at my door. Oh partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Oh you my ally, please take me with you. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh you my ally, oh please protect me, 'cause they want to lock me up. E se io muoio dai partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio dai partigiano, tu mi devi seppellir. And if they take me so far away, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And if they take me, oh please protect me, 'cause they want to lock me up. E se io muoio dai partigiano, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio dai partigiano, tu mi devi seppellire. they take me and lock me up. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And if they take me and lock me up, please go out in the streets and fight for me e seppellirmi lassù in montagna. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e seppellirmi lassù in montagna sotto l'ombra di un bel fior. And if they lock me up and take me away, oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And if they take me, oh, please know that I love you very much. Oh, una mattina mi son svegliato. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliato. Ho trovato l'invasor. Oh, one fine morning I saw these beautiful people. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh, fun fine morning, the people came out and fought for all our rights. Oh, bella ciao, oh, bella ciao, oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh, one fine morning I saw the people, and they were fighting for our rights. No kings, si se puede, it's the people. Thank you, gracias.
Nikakura! It's great to see so many of you out here. And before I introduce our next speaker, we have a special guest who's going to come in and have a couple of moments with you. Let me ask you to give a warm welcome to Raymond Corral. Wait, we had a little, you have to do that again. Raymond Corral!
All right, thank you, Alameda. Number one, I'm going to read an official statement from Chief Joshi, okay? Now, I want you to know unofficially, he does not believe in immigration, anything to do with taking in immigrants. But here goes, no Kings event in LA situation affecting Alameda. Like all California municipalities, the city of Alameda will follow state law stemming from California Values Act SB 54 of 2017. The Senate bill aims to protect immigrants, communities in California, and to limit the involvement of state and local law enforcement in federal immigration enforcement activities, ensuring resources are not used for federal immigration enforcement. Our goal is to maintain a trusting relationship with our immigrant communities, which is essential for public safety. Government Code 7282-7284 provides specific clarity on the state law. So I want to thank Chief Joshi and the Alameda Police Department for allowing us to have a peaceful gathering here. Thank you, Alameda, and everybody that came.
We live in a good city, folks. We want to invite other folks to come here. We want to invite other cities to be like ours. And our city is going to be inherited by younger folks, the folks who are coming up right about now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge welcome to Rowan Burns Sarno.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rowan. I've lived in Alameda my whole life. I went to Franklin Elementary School, I went to ACLC for middle school, and I'm going to ASTE now. I've biked on our bike lanes, enjoyed our parks, taken the 51A to and from school every day. I love this island, just like so many of my undocumented friends, family members, and classmates. So many who are now at risk of deportation. Our communities are being torn apart by a childish strongman, and I am worried. I am worried because this is completely unprecedented. Our president has never federalized the National Guard and deployed the Marines on American soil before to attack peaceful protesters. Or to deport Americans, many of whom have visas or green cards, and all of whom deserve to be here. Or to intimidate and threaten to arrest political opponents. I am worried because the actions that prompted these deportations are the same that me and my friends, and I hope you, are taking. Mahmoud Khalil was detained for peacefully protesting a genocide. Romisa Azoturk was detained for writing an article against apartheid. Kilmar Abrigo Garcia was deported and sent to an internment camp in El Salvador for no reason at all. When Alameda Friends and Families for Collective Liberation works to change Alameda's investment policy and divest from fossil fuels and arms manufacturers, or support undocumented immigrants, or fight to make Wadi Fakir a sister city, we are not far off from them. When AUSD students fight against racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia, and anti-Semitism in our schools, we are not far off from them. When all of us come here to protest the attacks on our free speech, our right to petition, our right to assemble, we are not far off from them. Because the victims of the Trump administration are not criminals. They are regular people who care about democracy and human rights just like you and me. It is worrying. It is frightening. But that it is for exactly that reason that we cannot become paralyzed with fear. And we certainly cannot become lazy or expect others to fight back. We don't have time for that. Our voices are only powerful when we use them together. But for this administration, when we use them alone, they are targets. So we all need to be loud. That doesn't just mean posting on social media or coming to protests, but don't get me wrong, those are very important. What it means is getting organized. Join one of the many organizations here, or talk to your friends, family, and community members who are at risk. But most importantly, be consistent and find something. We don't have time to wait around. We don't have time to be half involved. We should be worried, we should be frightened, and we use that to push us forward. Because the only people who can stop us from being the next victims of Trump's authoritarianism is us. Thank you.
I'm back with one poem. This poem is for all the protesters. It is called Making the Difference. You squeeze through the cracks of crowded lives, spending another day protesting in the streets instead of hiking, swimming, napping, relaxing. You have so much to do, so little time, so many obligations. come to stand here for freedom, for democracy and constitutional freedom. You bring your children, your mother, your grandmother, wrangling baby carriages and wheelchairs through busy intersections and familial complaints to advocate for their needs. And this is where I want you to echo me in song. I'm just going to do 2 lines. And so we rise, like a summer storm. You stand tall in the shadow of xenophobic fascism, white supremacy, racism, ableism, sexism, gender choice oppression, environmental peril, ready to fight against what has been taken and for what should be given freely. You may risk arrest, imprisonment for the color of your skin, your protests against genocide, unjust orders that define you as alien, illegal, in constant danger of being deported after being promised sanctuary. You are our friends, family, loved ones that we must protect with our protests and bodies. You may not be here, but know we love and honor you. And so we rise, like a summer storm. You sleep on the sidewalks, in alleys, who may be unable to protest or march and be counted today. We honor you. You champion our inalienable right to pursue happiness, affordable food, shelter, medical care, free education, protection under the law. You put down your phone, computer, video games, leave off answering emails, texts, pressing calls to march in anger, bravery, and true patriotism. And so we rise, like a summer storm. We fortify each other. We are invincible together. We stand strong and unbreakable. We are making the difference between lust for wealth and power and love of the earth, humanity, justice. And so we rise, like a summer storm, to make the world safe, for the yet unborn. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimmy. Our poet laureate. So I just got an estimate, there's over 2,000 people here. I have a feeling 2,000 people can make some noise. No king, no coup. Democracy is what we do. No king, no coup. Democracy is what we do. No king, no coup. Democracy is what we do. No king, no coup. Democracy is what... Last time, no king, no coup. Democracy is what we do. Now, please, 2,000 plus people, welcome Anna Martin, the program director on the staff of Activate America. Anna.
Wow. You all are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you all for being here. I want to start out also thanking people who are not here today because they're shutting down ICE buildings in San Francisco this morning. Some of you might have helped shut down ICE in San Francisco and Concord earlier this week. It's been a week, you all, but you are busy, you are standing up, and that's what we need. The great leader, Reverend William Barber, who's also at a New Kings rally today in Philadelphia, I believe, says a king is only a king if we bow down. But we don't bow down. We stand up. And every time we stand up, we build muscles, right? We build our own muscles of resistance, and we build each other's strength. You see everybody here, you're like, wow, I'm not alone. This is awesome. Look at all these people. And then people see this on TV and they think, wow, is there something happening in my town? I'm going to go find out. So everything we do builds our muscle, builds our resistance, and that's what we need. Every one of you matters. Everything you do matters. It all adds up. I'm really, really proud to be here underneath this flag. I'm proud to live in a town that flies the pride flag and the American flag together up and down its streets. We know that's how it is. We know that's right. I'm proud to be in a town that is a sanctuary city where we have a commitment to not participate with ICE. I'm proud to be in a town where there are awesome kids who come to these protests with their grown-ups. I personally have seen people here who are probably between the age of like 1 and like 100 and something, so that's really awesome. I'm also proud that Activate America was founded right here in Alameda by our friend Doug Linney in 2017. And Doug and the co-founders realized there's all this energy. People want to do something. You don't want to just be asked for money. You want to actually do something. You want to reach out to other people and other places and share information and get around the stupid algorithms and actually reach out one by one. And that's what we do at Activate America. I was going to say Alameda, that too. So we partner with great groups like All Rise Alameda. There's tables over there. Y'all should sign up. We also have flyers, because this is really important that you're here today. And you also need to figure out what you're going to do tomorrow and what you're going to do the next day. And when there's not a protest going on, you can make phone calls. You can write postcards to people who haven't heard the news in a Republican-held district and say, hey, did you know that your member of Congress is a rabid Republican trying to cut health care? You should call him and say, don't do that. We have the ability to help you do that every single day. ActivateAmerica.vote, sign up with our partner organizations. And then I was just asked to point out that these little things that we do all add up. So I just wanted to give you one case. We didn't get what we wanted out of a lot of the election in 2024, granted. But we did hold on to 3 Senate seats for Democrats in states where Trump won. And those three votes are slowing down the worst of the agenda this very moment. We would already have that budget if it were not for those 3 votes. So you made a difference. And we have a great, young, new future of the party Democrat in Congress in Orange County. You all wrote 180,000 postcards, 5,000 in Spanish, 613 in Chinese to people who had requested information in Chinese and had never heard from anybody from the party before. And he won by 600 votes. So everything you do matters. Every day matters. I'm so proud to be here with you. We don't bow down. We stand up. Thank you very much.
Anna Martin, Activate America. Well, the chief of police, who is right here, just updated the estimate to 3,000. He hadn't noticed all you folks over there, so let's have a cheer for those folks over there who just took us to 3,000. Remember that number 3,000, that will come in later. Now, another poet laureate, Alameda's poet laureate, Emerita, Kathy Dana.
Wow, what a crowd. I'm overwhelmed. I just have to tell you before I read 2 poems that today is my wedding anniversary for 38 years, and there is no place I'd rather be than here on my anniversary. All right. My first poem is Face to Face with History, and I think that's where we are. I'm good. I woke up this morning wondering, how did we get here? I mean, here, now, us, the country, the state of our union. In grade school, I didn't like studying history. It seemed boring. A bunch of bothersome dates I had to get quizzed on. And every day we pledged allegiance to our flag and to the republic for which it stands. And we had our hands on our hearts. And the last words were, with liberty and justice for all. That's right. We said for all, not some who had more land or money or were white or male, even though that's where we started. Well, it's taken years, decades, centuries, but we've come a long way. I've been reading up on history. I see how we got here, and I, for one, am still fighting. I'm still ready to make our country live up to that pledge with liberty and justice for all. Are you with me? Say it with me. With liberty and justice for all. All right, my second poem is gonna need your help. This is actually a poem I didn't write. My good friend Garrett Murphy wrote it. It's called The Nuts Are in Charge. And you're gonna have a line that you're gonna all say with me every time, every end of the stanza, and you will get what it is when I get there. The world is in need of so many a thing. We've got a constitution, we don't need a king. Our survival as we know it is open to question, yet the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. And the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. And the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. The bullies call themselves the heroes of the world. Dissent is treason. Rule of law is unheeded. A crisis is done struck, and protest is sore needed. But the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. And the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. And the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. The genocidal maniacs now have a field day. Folly is rampant and treachery the norm. How shall we respond to this most hellacious storm? For the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. Yeah, the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. Yeah, the nuts are in charge of the cookie jar. If you see Kristi Noem out licking her chops, assaulting citizens and senators with her rent-a-cops, consuming dark-skinned people on the menu today, and you say, that's okay, it's not us, you say, then you must be a nut in the cookie jar. And you must be a nut in the cookie jar. You must be a nut in the cookie jar. But if you say it's time to crack those nuts, push back all the cuts, uphold the Constitution, and rally for solution, then it's time to dump the nuts. 'Cause we the people are in charge of the cookie jar. We the people are in charge of the cookie jar. We the people are in charge of the cookie jar. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy Dana. And now we have another person who will be taking over this legacy when some of us have moved on. I am very proud to present Lily Weedlaw, the co-chair of the Alameda Unified School District's LGBTQ+ Round Table Lily.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Lily. I'm an activist and musician, but most importantly, I'm a high school student right here in Alameda, and I am transgender. All of you already know me. If not by name, we've passed one another on Park Street. I go to school and concerts with your kids. I helped them with long division in 4th grade, and I picked them up when they fell over in the mosh pit. Every day, I see the rates of suicide of people like me climbing upwards. I am no stranger to these thoughts myself, as it often feels easier to die than to continue to live in a world where I see my friends worry about their family members being abducted because ICE is on the Fruitvale Bridge. I have seen them driving down my street. My friends with autism are treated as though they must be cured. I am not able to go outside without being alert, vigilant, so that I do not become a victim of the rising hate crimes against trans people, and God forbid I am raped, because my access to an abortion is questioned and attacked daily. It is unimaginable the hopelessness that I and people like me feel going to school every day, knowing that there is no bathroom for me to use on my school's campus. And when I turn on the TV, I see Nancy Mace yelling tranny, tranny, tranny during a House hearing. I have a quote that I would like to share with you all. One by Martin Niemöller showcased at the end of the Holocaust Museum. First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. My public education has taught me many valuable things. One of these being that history will always repeat itself if we let it. So here's my advice. Number 1, look to your left and right. These are the people that you should be building community and harboring connections with, because they are who will be speaking up for you when it is your turn under the chopping block. Number 2, practicing joy is one of the most powerful acts of protest. Number 3, speak up for everybody who is different from you. Recognize their struggles. It is your moral obligation as a member of the human race. At number 4, don't let your silence become submission, because none of us can afford to submit. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Give it up for Lily. Woo! 3,000 people. What's up? How you doing over there? We came here today because we know what's wrong. Because we see injustice. Because we feel the weight of it. No one should have the power to strip rights, silence truth, or rule unchecked. That's why we say, no kings. But if we think no kings only means no Trump, we're missing something deeper. Kings don't always wear crowns. Sometimes they wear progressive credentials. Sometimes they come wrapped in good intentions. Sometimes they're lifted up, not because they earned it, but because people would rather believe a lie than sit with discomfort. That's not justice, that's curation. That's not solidarity, that's theater. Real change comes from those who risk something. And lately, more people are risking more, breaking ranks, refusing comfort. That's how we know the pressure is working. For too long, white progressives have been kingmakers, choosing voices that made them feel good, even when those voices weren't real. That wasn't solidarity, that was projection, that was control. Crowning someone because they're convenient is how white supremacy adapts. It cloaks itself in progress, selects leaders who keep critique shallow and power safe. The danger of performative allyship isn't just that it's fake, it's that it props up lies that do real harm. Harm to truth, harm to movements, harm to us. That's right. If no kings means anything, it has to mean the end of white progressives deciding who gets heard and who gets erased. You say you want to be allies, but performative allies want credit. Accomplices show up when it's risky, when no one's watching. If you need to be thanked or centered or safe, you're not in solidarity, you're just performing. You can't say no kings while defending the figureheads you crowned just because they made you feel progressive. Being an accomplice means you put yourself in the way of ICE, of cops, of injustice, and you say, you'll have to go through me first. That is what pressure looks like. Truth without applause, risk without reward. You weren't born into this fight, but you can choose to join it. Not to be centered, but to be useful. So when we scream, no kings, don't just cheer, don't just post, live it. Say it with your whole chest. Say it in every space where your voice still carries more weight than ours. No kings. No gatekeepers. No masters. Total liberation. And this next song came out of the 1964 civil rights struggle when black people were facing lynching in jail, police brutality, hoses, police dogs, just fighting for a crumb, just fighting for human rights. So when we listen to it today, in a space where I haven't heard a single black voice, just remember who the people are who wrote this song and what this song was really about. And take a look at yourselves and think about your own allyship and ask yourself if you're being performative or if you're being real, and who should be the ones up here singing this song. Anyway, I just want to let you all know that we're not going to let anybody turn us around.
Democracy gets
the Trump and the administration and MAGA gets strong by dividing us. Democracy gets strong by coming together. And there's no stronger way of coming together right now than to join our voices. Let's let people hear what we the people sounds like. Are we going to turn around? Are we going to turn around? Are we going to turn around? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, walking to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no hatred turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no hatred turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching to the freedom land.
Thank you. That's Paul Andrews at Democracy Out Loud. This choir was put together for this event, and their motto is, think globally, act vocally. And we have another quick guest here, Catherine Castro.
So I heard there wasn't a black voice here. I've been here, I was just waiting my turn. If you're black, can I see your fist, please? I'm nervous. I want to see you here. I see you, sis. 1, 2, 3. This is intentional. This is not a celebration. 4, 5. I have 20/20 vision. 6. You know what else they told me? They told me freedom rings. But I hear cries, shouts, and screams. A war over who's hurt the most. It's them, not us, don't you see? That them and us mentality distracts from the fight for a collective peace. They told me freedom rings. But I see humiliation, not humanity.
Thank you.
Where protests are labeled threats, but storming the Capitol is just another day. They sit back and blame us, the so-called violent ones. They told me freedom rings, but I feel nauseated, a vibration of violence. Soon we'll march in parades and wave with a smile. But deep inside, I know I'm scared. Families separated, blood red, blue bruised, as my brothers and sisters disappear. They told me freedom rings. But I teach my children, no. Nothing is sung with dings and chimes. This is no nursery rhyme. I'm not here to play like we're here on parade. I'm scared this little poem of mine one day might serve me time. This is America, June 14th, 2025, and they told me freedom rings. But today all I hear is loud and clear, no king, no crowns, we the people will not back down. And they told me freedom rings.
No kings, no crowns, and they told me freedom rings. Thank you very much. We have another guest, someone who's been doing a lot of work in the Central Valley and has done a lot of good progressive work for many, many years across this country. I am proud to present a former member of the Maryland State Senate and House for 13 years, now with Central Valley Matters, Mary Borgers.
Good afternoon, Alameda. Thanks so much for being here today, for standing up for social justice, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, the rule of law, and pushing back and shouting, America has no kings. America has no kings. America has no kings. America today is in crisis, just like it was in 1776 when Thomas Paine wrote these famous words. These are the times that try men's soul. The crisis we faced in 1776 is similar to the crisis we're facing today, where the Trump regime deliberately causes chaos and harm and plunders and pillages the American people. But today you're taking steps, you're taking action, you're pushing back against the arrogance, the cruelty, the plunder, the corruption of the gangster in chief. The way I keep my sanity, as Jeff mentioned, is by working in the Central Valley, in the congressional district around Bakersfield, where Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta started the farm workers movement. It's 74% Latino. It's the poorest district in the state of California. It's where Republicans rule and dominate, ignore, and suppress the people there. But what inspires me is the fact that after generations of being ignored, there are so many people working to make their lives better, their families' lives better, and their community better. And working with them, we can help them gain control of the political structure, but it does take a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort. Today reminds me of the 1990s when President Clinton was working so hard to stop the violence and bring peace to Northern Ireland. At the time, I was running a program for emerging leaders in Northern Ireland, working to bring the political parties together to find nonviolent, peaceful ways to settle their differences. I was amazed at the political leadership. Every one of them had had assassination attempts. The community was riddled with bullets and bombs. Ordinary people were afraid to go to the grocery store or the local pub because those were the favored placements of bombs. And yet, these people stood up, made the political risk to improve the quality of life for people there and to try to stop the violence. Well, we have some of the same courageous leaders. Our own Senator Alex Padilla. Cory Booker, Bernie Sanders, and my friend, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen. And in the House, we have also leaders that are taking risks. Eric Swalwell, AOC, our own Latifah Simon, Jamie Raskin, Jasmine Crockett. They understand that by standing up to intolerance, by standing up to the MAGAs, by standing up to Trump, they put themselves and their lives at risk. All of them have had numerous death threats. Their families and children have had death threats. Who would have ever thought that this would go on in America? It happened other places, not here. But the reality is that our elected leaders, who were elected to pass laws and make good policy, now have to find ways to protect themselves. I grew up in Minnesota, am horrified that a state legislator like I was shot and killed in their own home, and that 2 others were shot and in critical condition. When we look, it's horrifying. As a Maryland state senator, I understood and saw how pressure works. It has an effect. It's not always visible immediately. But I was kind of startled at my colleagues that were willing to do things I opposed behind closed doors. But as soon as their constituents found out what they were up to and started protesting, started contacting them, started calling them, they backed down. And that's what we're doing today. You know, we all know that the Berlin Wall went down, but what we don't know, and I only learned recently, was that the effort to throw off communism and bring freedom to the East Germans actually began in Leipzig at St. Nicholas Church, when in 1982 people got together to pray for peace and for the end of the environmental damage that was happening in their community. The Stasi, the secret police, were concerned about these efforts. They tried to infiltrate. They tried to get the people to be violent. They refused to be baited. They continued to meet at church, to then march past Stasi headquarters, demonstrating what they wanted, making sure that people were aware that they were able to peacefully call for change. And communities around East Germany started to do the same thing. And it was those rallies, those demands of people together that made the difference and led to the fact that democracy prevailed, and now East Germany's part of Germany and part of a democracy. So let me just end by talking about the fact that we will prevail too. That with our courage, I'm okay. With our courage and perseverance, we will also prevail. We reject the tyranny that pretends to be patriotism. We support community over chaos, people over power. The Trump regime will fall and the madness will stop because we all stood up and shouted, no thrones, no crowns, no kings, just us.
No guns, no crowns, no kings, just us. We're coming to the end of our time here, but we need to multiply what we're doing. So in a moment, we're going to call Washington, D.C. and ask you to say a few things. We'll actually sing a few things into Chuck Schumer's answering machine. But before we do that, I just want to say that we're talking about a town that we like to be in, a town where we can gather and feel safe and take care of each other. We've got the chief of police here, and we've got our Mayor Ashcroft here as well. All right. Now, Shalom Brune is one of the people who's been putting this all together, and she's going to make this call with us.
Thank you very much. I just want to make one quick announcement. If you could make room near the flagpole, they are coming through with a small emergency near the flagpole. Okay? So the emergency is coming from the intersection to the flagpole. They're on foot. We just want to make room for them, all right? Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm so excited. What I want you to do first is look around. This is your community. These are your people. Take photographs and put it online. Woo! What we're learning from the Trump administration is you've got to dominate the waves. We've got to dominate the media waves. That means taking pictures, putting it on Instagram, putting it on social media. Take your photos and get it out there. We are proof. We are living proof that this is working. Our actions that we can take are fantastic. One of them is calling Chuck Schumer. The reason we're calling Chuck Schumer is he's the leader of the Senate Democratic caucus, and he needs to hear your voice as much as anyone. I'll show you how easy this is. I've got him right here, speed dial, mobile. We're going to hit that. We're going to put him on speaker.
Senator Chuck Schumer, thanks for calling the Washington, D.C. office. For general office information and hours of operation, please press 1. For assistance with a federal agency, please press 2. To share your opinion with me, please press 3. If you prefer to speak directly with a member of my staff, please press 4.
I'm hitting 3.
To leave a comment on a legislative matter, please visit schumer.senate.gov. Click on Contact and submit your comments electronically. You may also press any button to leave a message. After the tone, please be sure.
Hi, Schumer. My name is Shalom Brune, a U.S. citizen in Alameda, California, 94501. As leader of the Senate Democratic caucus, I ask that you unite Democrats and vote no on the big bullshit bill. We ask that you immediately stop unconstitutional ICE raids. You need to condemn the Trump administration's deployment of the National Guard and military who attack Americans exercising their right to protest. And finally, you must state the consequences of these actions. Supporters of tyranny must know that there will be hearings, subpoenas, investigations, and consequences. Starting in January, when we take the House, for those supporting authoritarianism, policies, and attacks on our rights, communities, and our Constitution. I have over 2,000 people here who want to say the same thing to you. It's that easy.
No kings, no kings, no kings, no kings, no kings, no kings.
And we ran out of room.
That was beautiful.
Finally, I want to share with you that your presence and persistence is what keep tyranny at bay. Dr. Erica Chenoweth and many others who have researched the impact of rallies over the last century note that it only takes 3.5% of us consistently in action to create the resistance that can topple tyranny. For Alameda, right here, right now, that means 2,574 of us need to be united in persistent action. And I think we've got that right here.
There you go. There you go.
We haven't done Kings since 1776, and we aren't about to have one now. No tyranny, no kings. Woo!
Beautiful. That was great. Give yourselves a hand for that. Oh, you're beautiful. It has been lovely being here with you, feeling the love, feeling the pain, feeling the resistance. There are 3,000 of us, which puts us at 3.7%. So, Democracy Out Loud is going to take us home for one last song from a movement from decades ago that's still relevant. Democracy Out Loud, take us home.
There's a light inside of every one of us here. There's a light inside of us. And what are we going to do? We're going to let it shine. Let it what? Shine. Let it what? Shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, down here at City Hall, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, right down here at City Hall, I'm going to let it shine. Right down here at City Hall, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, all over Alameda. All over Alameda, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, all over Alameda, I'm going to let it shine. All over Alameda, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Every time at the ballot box, every time at the ballot box, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, every time at the ballot box, I'm going to let it shine. Every time at the ballot box, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Gonna let it shine, light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Democracy Out Loud, that's who they are, that's who you are. It's been lovely spending the afternoon with you. Take the energy you've got, go home, give some love and care to the people around you, and resist.